Have you ever heard of the White Ship disaster? Let me tell you about it. My name's Kelly from Those History Twins, and we're going to talk about the White Ship disaster today. It was a ship that went down in the English Channel and killed the only legitimate heir to the English throne, and basically caused anarchy in England for a few years after that, quite a few years, I think. Story starts with Henry I of England. He had numerous illegitimate children by a bunch of different women. I want to say like 25 or 40. It's a large number of illegitimate children by a bunch of women. He only had 2 legitimate children who survived infancy, and that was with his wife Matilda of Scotland. The children were named Matilda and William. William was named the heir apparent as the only male legitimate child, and Matilda was married off to the Holy Roman Emperor. William was called William Adelin. That was his kind of nickname, I guess, to distinguish him from all the other Williams, because everyone's name is William. And he was named Duke of Normandy while his dad was the king. In 1120, Henry, William, and other members of the court, as well as a lot of Henry's other illegitimate children, boarded a boat to sail back because they were like hanging out in Scotland, or not Scotland, in France. I can't remember what they were doing in France, but they were hanging out in France, and they got on a boat to go back to England on the 25th of November. Henry was on a different boat than William because William, I don't remember what happened, but Henry was like, I don't want to wait for you guys. I'm going to go on this other boat and you guys can just like party or whatever. Boat that William was on was called the White Ship, hence the White Ship disaster. And instead of leaving France right away, the White Ship crew decided to hang out and party and get extremely drunk. So by the time that they departed, everyone on board, which was about 300 people, were drunk, like completely hammered. No one knew what was going on, just completely sloshed. So shortly after leaving the shore of France, the ship crashed, I think on rocks, and all but one person on the ship died. So 300-ish people died, and one person who I think was a butcher or something like that, he was the only one to survive. The heir to the throne was gone, and one chronicler tells a story that the captain of the boat resurfaced from the water, and upon hearing that the heir was dead, he succumbed to the water, drowning. So he basically was like, I am not taking the fall for this, for killing the prince. I'm gonna just, end it all here and go down with my ship, which I think is a pretty common thing for ship captains. They're like, if the ship goes down, I want to go down with it. William was only 17 years old when he died, and this disaster led to a time in England known as the Anarchy, which I can't remember 100% what happens, but like I think it's like Stephen and Matilda, there's like cousins or something, and they like fight for the throne for like 20 years or something. But yeah, so that's the White Ship disaster. And basically it kind of screwed up England's history for a little while, kind of screwed up the trajectory of the throne. Anyway, that's all I have for today.